Have you ever looked in the mirror and quietly thought, I'm too sinful. God could never truly love someone like me. Have you ever avoided praying because you felt dirty, ashamed, or unworthy to even say his name? How do you face Jesus when you can't forgive yourself? If these questions burn inside you, stay with this video until the end. You will discover not how you see your failures, but how Jesus looks at you with eyes of truth, mercy, and unfailing love. When you look at yourself and think, I am too sinful, I am too broken, I am not worthy of God, I see you very differently than you see yourself. My child, you look at your past and feel heavy with shame. You remember your mistakes like a list carved in stone. You hear the voices of others, or the voice in your own mind, saying, you failed, you are dirty, you don't deserve love. But my gaze is not like the gaze of this world. I do not stare at your stains. I look at your heart. I do not count your sins to crush you. I carry them so you can stand again. You think that because you have fallen, I must be disappointed in you, tired of you, or far away from you. But I want you to know this. I came not for those who think they are already good enough, but for those who know they are in need. A doctor is not angry when a sick person comes into his office. He is ready to heal. In the same way, I am not angered by your weakness when you bring it to me. I am moved with compassion when you say, Lord, I am not worthy. I do not argue that you have never done wrong. I know every detail of your story. I know the moments you are proud of and the moments you wish you could erase. I know the words you regret, the choices that haunt you, the secrets no one else knows. And still, I am not turning away. I am not shocked. I am not surprised. I knew you completely and still chose to love you completely. You often think worthiness means perfection. You imagine that if you could just clean yourself up, fix every habit, change every thought, then finally you could come close to me without fear. But listen carefully. You are not loved because you are clean. You are cleaned because you are loved. You do not earn my love with your goodness. My love comes first. My love is the ground beneath your feet, not a reward at the top of a mountain when you feel too sinful. You may want to hide. You want to cover yourself and run from my presence. You may pull away from prayer, from worship, from silence with me. God must be tired of hearing my excuses. Better to stay away. But I am the shepherd who goes after the lost sheep, even when it is tangled and dirty. I am the father who runs toward the child coming home with worn clothes and empty hands. I am the friend who sits beside you when everyone else walks away. When you sit in your room late at night and think, I ruined it. God must be disappointed beyond repair. I am closer than your own breath. I sit there with you in the quiet. I see your tears. I hear your unspoken thoughts. I do not say, get up and be perfect. Then I will listen. I say, bring me your heart as it is. Bring me the mess. Bring me the confusion. Bring me the guilt. Let me speak into it. Bring me the guilt. You look at your sin and see only failure. I look at your sin and see a wound that needs healing, a chain that needs breaking, a place where my grace can shine. When you fall and return to me, I do not roll my eyes and say, again. I open my arms. I want you to leave sin behind. Yes, I call you to grow, to change, to walk in holiness. But I know the path is a journey, not a single step. I am patient with you in the process. Imagine a child learning to walk. The child falls again and again. Does a loving parent shout, you fell. You are worthless. This look? No. They smile, lift the child up, steady their steps, and celebrate every small progress. My heart for you is far more tender than any human parent. When you fall, I do not stamp you with failure. I extend my hand and say, let's walk again. Do not give up. You may feel that your past is a permanent stain that nothing can remove. But remember the cross. I did not come to give you a motivational speech or a set of rules only. I came to pour out my life so that your sins could be forgiven, washed, carried away. When I hung on the cross, I saw every sin you would ever commit. I saw every moment you would feel ashamed. And yet, I still chose to say, Father, forgive. I still chose to say, it is finished. Your debt is not bigger than my sacrifice. When you confess your sins, when you come honestly before me and say, Lord, I have done wrong. I do not meet you with cold eyes. I meet you with mercy. I do not enjoy accusing you. That is the work of the enemy, the one who wants to chain you with shame and tell you that you are beyond hope. I came to break that voice. When I look at you, I see someone created in the image of God. I see someone worth dying for. I see someone who can rise again. You say, but Lord, I knew better and still did it. I answer, yes, and I still call you to stand up. You say, I keep failing in the same area. I answer, then keep coming back to me. Let me teach you, strengthen you, guide you, and change you over time. You say, I feel dirty. I answer, let me wash you. Let me remind you that you are more than your dirt. My blood, my love, my spirit can make you new. I do not measure your value by your past, but by my promise. I do not measure your worth by what you have done, but by what I have done for you. To me, you are not just a sinner. You are my child, my beloved, my friend. Yes, you sin. Yes, you fall short. But those things do not get the final word over your identity. My word does. So when you feel unworthy, do not let that feeling drive you away from me. Let it drive you toward me. Say, Jesus, I feel filthy inside. I feel like I don't deserve you. But I come anyway because you said you came for people like me. Bring me the truth of your heart. Even if your prayer is messy and broken, even if all you can say is, Lord, have mercy, that is enough to open the door. You may fear that if you look at me, you will only find judgment. But when you lift your eyes, you will see my gaze of compassion. I do not deny your sin. I offer you a way out of it. I do not deny your guilt. I offer you forgiveness. I do not deny your weakness. I offer you my strength. There is no sin so dark that my light cannot reach it. There is no shame so deep that my love cannot enter it. There is no failure so repeated that my patience will suddenly break. As long as you turn to me, as long as you keep coming back, my arms remain open. This does not mean you take sin lightly. It doesn't matter what I do. It matters. Because sin wounds you and wounds others. But I want you to fight your sin from a place of being loved, not from a place of fear and self-hatred. When you know that you are loved, even at your worst, you find the courage to stand up and walk toward your best. So, my child, when you say, I am too sinful, I am not worthy, pause and ask, who told me that this means I must run from Jesus? Not me. I call you closer. I say, come to me, all who are weary and burdened. Your guilt is a burden. Your shame is a burden. Your self-hatred is a burden. Bring them to me. Let me carry what you cannot. Right now, in this very moment, I am not far away from you, whether you feel holy or unworthy, whether you feel strong or ashamed. I am near. If you close your eyes and whisper, Lord, I am here, and I need you. I listen. I see you. I love you. And I look at you not as a lost cause, but as a beloved soul still in the middle of a story that I am not finished writing. You are not the name your failures give you. You are not the label your shame sticks on you. You are not the sum of your worst days. You are mine. Let me teach you to see yourself the way I see you, with truth. Yes, but also with mercy, with honesty. Yes, but also with deep, unshakable love.